WISEflow is an end-to-end digital assessment platform that supports various assessment formats. Whether these are the upload of assignments, the creation of an essay under exam condition, the completion of an online examination, which can also be conducted in a lockdown environment, the upload of audio or video materials, or even an oral presentation, there is a considerable amount of work that takes place both pre- and post-assessment. Essentially, the successful running of an assessment is a process, or as we refer to it in WISEflow, a flow. Various groups are involved in the assessment process, and WISEflow's role-based structure provides the flexibility to assign specific tasks to a range of people. These roles are managers, who create and configure flows. Managers also assign students to flows and add staff with specific roles to support the assessment. Authors can create and provide exam papers and guidance materials for a flow. Participants are those who complete assessments within the system. Depending on the type of assessment being conducted in WISEflow, invigilators may also be required to assist with the running of an assessment. Once student submissions have been made, assessors, and if required reviewers, can assess and grade submissions. Underpinning the system are the two specialist support roles of supporter and license administrator. These roles support all users in the system and can assist with administrative tasks such as managing users and resolving support queries. WISEflow supports a range of different assessment formats through its various flow types. Flow Assign is mainly used for coursework or open book examinations where the submission handed in is a PDF file. The main submission can be accompanied with appendix material where no specific file type is required. The manager sets the details of the exam and uploads an assignment to be handed out to the participants. The participants then upload their papers during the participation period set by the manager. Assessors assigned to the flow then review the papers handed in using the assessor tool and submit their assessment of the submitted papers. With Flowlock, the participant's computer is secured using WISEflow's integrated lockdown browser. When applied, the lockdown browser prevents students from opening any other applications on their device and also prevents access to any unauthorized web-based resources. Lockdown assessments can be pre-configured to allow certain web-based resources to be accessed. This whitelisting process enables assessments to occur within a lockdown environment but with access to pre-authorized materials. The participants write their assignment in the editor and upload it within the participation period set by the manager. The student's paper is regularly saved automatically, and Flowlock's revision feature can be used to revert to a previous version. When the participation period ends, the assessors assigned to the flow review the hand-ins using the assessor tool and submit an assessment. Students also have access to WISEflow's Appendix Manager. This feature provides students with a way to incorporate supporting material into their assessment submissions. The Appendix Manager provides access to a drawing tool which can be used to create diagrams and process charts, access to the device webcam to capture images such as hand-drawn diagrams or graphs, a code editor where students can write code examples in various programming languages supported by syntax highlighting, file upload, and a formula editor that supports the creation of LaTeX-based formulas. All appendices are made available to both assessors and reviewers as a part of a student's assessment submission. Flow Multi is used for online exams containing interactive type questions. Flow Multi exam papers are created by an author in WISEflow. Authors can choose from over 50 question types when creating Flow Multi exam papers, and these can be used in various combinations. Flow Multi assessments can be conducted with or without the use of the lockdown browser, depending on the type of exam. Students have access to a range of tools to aid their completion of the assessment, including a notepad and digital sticky notes. If pre-configured by the Flow Manager, students can also access additional support aids such as calculators, rulers or protractors. After the participation period has ended, the assessors can see the number of points earned by each participant from auto-scored questions and, if required, manually assess individual student answers. The manager can also choose to set up the flow using section-based assessment. This makes it possible to assign certain assessors to specific sections of the exam paper. If the relevant question types have been used, the assessment can be fully auto-scored without any assessors involved. Flow multi-assessments also include access to the Appendix Manager feature. Flow Hand-In allows submissions to be made in various digital formats. The participants can hand in formats such as PDF, Word, Excel, and even audio and video file formats. When the participation period ends, the submitted files are made available to the assessors to be downloaded and reviewed. Flow Oral provides administrative support for face-to-face oral presentations. The manager can schedule the assessment slots over several days and distribute the participants as needed. Assessors can then use the Flow framework as a digital list of participants and online assessment slot schedule. Assessors can take notes digitally as the participant performs live during their assessment slot, and these notes can be shared with the participant afterwards. WISEflow includes several key features that support the delivery of digital assessments. Authors can also create rubrics to support the work of both assessors and reviewers. Standard rubrics with a traditional weighted criteria can be created, and these can include the ability to provide both textual and audio forms of feedback. Custom rubrics enable authors to utilize the 50+ question types that are available when authoring Flow multi-assessments to create bespoke marking sheets. WISEflow's Flow Monitor tool provides managers and invigilators with a real-time overview of participants' activity and progress on a flow. Automated proctoring via device web cameras can be enabled on lockdown assessments that make use of the integrated lockdown browser. An initial reference image is captured from the student's device and sent to WISEflow. If automated proctoring is enabled on an assessment, students must agree to the capture of a reference image, if one does not already exist on the system, to access the assessment. During the student's completion of their assessment, their device's web camera will take images periodically and send these to WISEflow. These images are compared to the initial reference image and a recognition percentage is generated. The recognition percentage figure is not visible to students but can be viewed by those with the manager or invigilator roles via the Flow Monitor tool. At any time during the assessment, managers or invigilators can open and examine the collection of images that have been captured for a student. Captured images can also be accessed by managers after the completion of the assessment.